Megumin? More like Megumin. Am I right?
Welcome back to Alcohol and Anime Night, the show that gets you drunker, the show that gets you fatter, and the show that gives you the dollar store version of Harry Potter and Wednesday mixed together. That is the show called Konosuba, an explosion on this wonderful world. Based on the light novels of the same name, 2023's Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World is a prequel to Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, which ran for a couple of seasons, in fact. Tonight we're checking out a new flavor of the Austin Eastciders, and this is the Blackberry Cider. We had tried the just regular blood orange one before, but let's give this one a go. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is excellent. And it's gluten-free, and from Texas, so you can't lose on that. Check this one out, that's totally worth it. Explosion follows the exploits of Megumin, the best girl from Konosuba, fight me, in all of her exploits leading up to and actually bleeding over into the events of what I'm just going to call God's Blessing. In fact, the whole pretty much second part of this show is really just things from God's Blessing that happened also at the same time as this. So follow Doormat Yun Yun and of course Complete Jerk Megumin as they attend a low-rent Hogwarts that just happens to be in their Crimson Demon Village. And also, despite the size of this school, it only appears to have about 9 students, which I believe is because they decided to blow their entire animation budget in the first part of this on one character's outrageously bouncy boobies. Which is fair. Now don't get your hopes up. Other than that, there doesn't really appear to be much other fan service throughout the entire series, other than a brief Hot Springs episode, which even then is pretty PG. There are a few other characters in her class, but don't get too attached to these characters because after the first few episodes, they disappear and are never heard from or mentioned again. In fact, they waste a really good opportunity in this show by rushing to explain a few parts of her costume, such as her eye patch and the staff, and they just kind of rush to do it in a few minutes, and they really missed an opportunity to put some interesting backstory into some of her costume items that are somewhat bizarre. For example, why does she wear bandages on one of her legs? We never find out. Why does she have this amazing staff and what does it do? We never find out. Why does she wear an eye patch? Well, we find out why she has it, but why does she wear it? What's the point? What does it do? We never find out. It's a hugely wasted opportunity that I think a lot of people would have appreciated to find out. And they didn't even have to be creative. They could have just come up with something funny or ridiculous and it still would have worked. But they chose to do basically nothing. That essentially she gets given these items and then she just goes on her way and just chooses to use them for no real reason other than she can wear them. And I thought that was a huge missed opportunity, especially since they have 12 episodes to figure something out, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but they completely waste all the time. And I'm just going to get right to the crux of this. This entire series really could have been wrapped up in an OVA or a movie, a 90-minute movie. They pulled a total Netflix on this and turned something that should have been maybe a 90-minute, maybe 100-minute movie into a 12-episode series. It absolutely did not need to be that, and I feel like they were really just going for a cash grab. And it's a real disappointment because Megumin is a great character from a better series in a very mediocre series this time. And I don't think that gives justice to what a cool character she was. In fact, if you were coming into this, you would say this is moving very slowly. There is no plot arc really to speak of. Characters just appear and disappear, so you don't know whether you should care about them or not. Spoiler, you shouldn't. And it really has no stakes. So there's no stakes at all because you kind of already know where this is going to end up. And there doesn't appear to... You kind of already know what's going to happen because they're also showing you some of the things throughout the entire series. So it just really doesn't... It's just meh. And I really don't know if I could recommend it. Now, if you like Konosuba, you're definitely going to watch this. But don't pay money to watch this. If you can watch it someplace for free, or you already have some type of subscription service, by all means watch it. I wouldn't introduce... If I was going to introduce somebody to the series, I absolutely wouldn't show them this. But if there was an opportunity that you wanted to just add some extra content, then it is available, but boy, does it not really add much to the story. Yun Yun is probably the most interesting. She kind of has the best character arc in the entire thing, if you could call it that. But really, she just gets slapped in the tits and gets beat up the entire time and made fun of, so you kind of feel bad for her. In this case, the best plot development we get is that this cat is kind of important, and we need to make sure that this cat doesn't get taken, and it just really doesn't go anywhere. So I cannot really recommend this, but unfortunately, Konosuba fans, we are all going to watch it. So don't waste your money, don't pay for anything. If you can watch it, have it on the background, whatever, play it. But really what you should be looking forward to is the season 3 that will be coming out very soon. I don't know if they're going to have any other type of subtitles or headlines. The best I got from this was some promotional artwork for the next season, and there was a live stream with all of the voice actors that also talked about it as well. Now, my Japanese is elementary at best, so I was only able to pick up a few things. They speak really fast, so I'll put a link down there to the live stream if you want to watch it. If your Japanese is better than mine and you're able to decipher better, then hopefully you can find something there as well. To sum up this series, unfortunately, this is a character from a much better series in a very forgettable series of her own. So not a recommendation high on my side. The music, the animation, the voice acting, all of it is perfectly fine. It's just the story. It's not a 12-episode story. It's a OVA at best. So it's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. Now, if you haven't already, please, we are trying to get to 100 subscribers. Now, I know that seems lowly pitiful for most YouTube, but we're a small channel and I'm just trying to grow by small amounts. So if you like the content, you found it even mildly enjoyable, subscribe, please. If you have any comments about the show, please comment below. I love, you guys always have awesome comments. Maybe I've completely missed the mark on this one. Let me know in the comments. I really enjoy talking anime with you guys, and until next time, our next review, I believe, is going to be Immoral Guild, which, a spoiler, I have been enjoying quite a lot, so look forward to that one. And thank you again for all of you who came out to the Phoenix Fan Fusion and came to the Chainsaw Man party. Again, I can't thank you enough. And until next time, Kampai.